Okay, well, this is the Charlotte Danielson's Domain 3 instruction. Thank you all for being here today. So we're going to start out with a little video, kicking it back from SNL, like retro SNL.
This is not funny.
How old were you in 1989? Were you?
Oh, yay, typos.
Happens.
It happens. There's brownie points.
Exactly.
Yes, we give you guys a brownie point.
All right, so everybody up. Find a wall, give it a touch, then find a partner, and discuss. Which timer should we use? Okay.
It helps because it helps the students see different methods of solving the problem.
That's a good idea too. I like that one. Okay, and this table.
One thing that we talked about was just like, the pair and share, where if you're going over like some complex topics or you have like a lot of really open-ended questions that students are writing down, is just have them pair up with like, somebody right next to them. You could have them walk around the room a little bit if you wanted to find a partner. And then, just sharing their own personal thoughts on whatever your question was. That way everybody gets like a different outlook on the same question.
Yeah, for sure.
And then once you're done writing, if you want to put your finger on your nose, mix it up. You'll have to text. It's the 37607 that you'll text, and then it's Skylar Smith 560. And then if you would like to put your hand on your head when you submit it. Perfect. So it looks like some common themes are exit slips. I'm assuming that's meant to go together. Formative assessments, performance.
Alrighty, so our final subdomain of Domain 3 instruction is demonstrating flexibility and responsiveness. So can I please get Sarah to read this slide? So please put your hands on your shoulders when you are done.
You see, we are reviewing the different parts of the body today, so...
This is actually an anatomy class.
Yes. It's a very roundabout way of
And
doing
on your
it.
shoulders when you're done.
So for this one, we'll do a poker chip discussion. So you can go ahead and stay with your groups. There should be a poker chip set inside of the pencil box on your desk.
If not, we have some here.
Yep.
To learn but still maintaining control over your classroom so you don't get distracted is a hard balance.
Is there anyone from each group who'd like to share some kind of like a collective thought from everyone?
We said like being flexible not only with your deadlines and your schedule, but like students' deadlines with their homework. So if a student like doesn't have their work or it's late, if they have a good excuse, you have to like actually listen to them and be understanding. But you also can't be too flexible with that because then they'll start to like take advantage of you, like you're not gonna ever stick to your deadlines and stuff. And that also is true like with your syllabus or your schedule. If you have a test coming up that you know your students aren't prepared for, you gotta be flexible to like move the test and rearrange your schedule.
We've kind of talked about giving different options for the same assignment. So like you could have them give a book report or like make a comic strip or something, but as long as it's hits your criteria of what you need them to learn, then let them approach it differently, I guess.
Yeah, we really want to make sure we model flexibility. Our students, we want them to think that they're going to walk into the classroom and no idea what's going on. We're going to have to set and continue pace because then they're going to start falling behind and they're just going to feel like they can't talk to their teacher. So kind of being flexible can kind of help make the world better for everyone. So our next point, we have a series of scenario cards that each kind of fall under one of the different subdomains. So we're going to give everyone's group a series of these cards and you have to kind of try and match them.
And we originally had 12, but we decided to cut it down to 5. So each card in the middle, one will match up with each part of the domain. Does that make sense? Like 3A, 3B, 3C. Each card, like you'll have one 3A, one 3B.
Do we do it together or individually?
Yes,
Okay.
in the group.
In your team. Chair of Planet Transport System. Today we
We'll explore these same concepts in our own respiration systems. Sorry, I was looking. Okay, just as you suggested, you will be able to compare the similarities and differences between the two types of systems.
But this is going, you want this on a group?
That's what I was thinking.
She's over there.
About three.
So number 2. I don't know this though. It's on my notes. Good. Did you write down? Oh, you're keeping up. Okay. Because there should be one of each, right?
Jason makeup scenes.
Do you have 3?
Well, I have 5.
Okay. Just so I know where to write them. Okay.
Jason makeup scenes circulated around the 8 lab groups, giving feedback that included good job on your observations on the lab sheets. And I see that most of your lab reports are including your calculations.
Feedback.
Or demonstrating flexibility and responsibility because you're giving her
Using assessment instruction. Feedback is
Yeah, that could be both.
Or would that be engaging students in no?
Oh, well, now you're.
Can you re-say it? Sorry.
Yeah. Makeup scenes circulated around the 8 lab groups, giving feedback that included good job on your observations on the lab sheets. And I see that most of your lab reports are including your calculations.
I think Sudie, she monitored student learning and she's giving feedback.
Yeah. So using assessment and instruction. Second to last one. It's the using assessment and instruction.
All right, fantastic.
Alrighty. Well then, if no one has any questions, we'll move on to our assessment. So we will be doing a quizzes. So please go to the website. And then once you make it to the website, just click join game or enter code. It kind of just depends on your device, what option it gives you. And then our code will be the 825020. Okay. Okay, so the way that this platform works, it's kind of like Kahoot, where you're going to get a series of multiple choice questions and you got to answer them. And then whoever answers them the fastest and the most accurately will earn the most amount of points. But you're not going to have to wait for everyone to answer it. You go at your own pace. And then it ends as soon as everyone's done.
Remember, it's not a race.
Right answers are going to give you more points than wrong answers.
Exactly.
Well, that's great. This one has the
max that you can put for the time or anything, or?
There was, I don't remember what it was. I think I gave every question. Yeah, that's what I was like when I was going through it. I was like, these time remixes, so it's so hard for these to answer these questions. You don't have time to think it. Yeah.
The goal is you'll have assessment data, and when you're reflecting, you can put that in there.
We still have more right answers than wrong answers. So
Yeah, you're right.
All right,
Yay,
first
Bree's
place,
our winner.
Bree.
So this is our assessment rubric.
Yeah, we wanted to try something different to show everyone, like, this is another method you could use. It might just be what we learned, though, is it might be better for questions that you can answer really quickly and don't require much reading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing with the assessment is you can just kind of have in your mind, oh, I think consider your overall understanding.
And like how your group did on the cards, the scenario cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so from that you can decide, because this is for you, you can decide like how much do I really need to learn more, because there's a lot of good resources online about the Danielson framework.
Absolutely.
So
Well, let's give the innovative instructors